All right. Nothing severe. Just wanted to kind of see what was going on with this storm and track it. And it's close to being severe, and I couldn't go home for dinner, so it's like, well, I'm gonna talk to you guys. So here we go. I should tell my son I'm live on YouTube. He likes watching. All right. Kind of wanted to. I've been watching the lightning out of this storm, so I'm going to fire up the camera on top of our studio. Ooh, see that one? Oh, hey, what happened? Oh, I'm using the wrong one. Hang on. Dang it. Here we go. There, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Coming out pretty good. Hi to GG, and I agree, Carrie, it is a little bit, we'll take it. That's what it looks like. This camera is pointed at northwest Lincoln, and I've been watching lightning for a while. Let's see, let me get things fired up here. See, I mean, look at that. There's really not much of a storm. It's just right over Lincoln. That's it. Nice. I mean, look at that. Pretty cool. And it's not severe. Good portion of rain. Sorry, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Let's see. Pretty cool setup too. Engineer here at Channel 8, Chris, if he's watching, he set this up for me. Working really well. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Had the Max 1 and Max 2 switched at the beginning, but that was my fault, I think. Yeah, because I got Max 1 up now. So, but this storm, this popped up around 6:30, and it's just been sitting here and reforming and reforming and reforming. Do you know the forecast for Saturday during the Husker game? I do. Talked all about it at 5 and 6. Now, if you can't get our station for whatever reason, it's a decent chance for some strong storms. Though right now it looks like the last part of the game, but we're so far away. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's 4 days. So, high will we get hail? Like right now, maybe some little hail. Like you see that little dark red blob right just southwest of the word, just down and to the left of the word Lincoln. That's, could see some like just pea-sized hail. Yeah, Kurt, that's something I'm watching very, very, very closely. And right now, the models I have to look at are a long ways away. I can't look at the medium range models or the short range models. It's too far away. So the long range models just kind of smear everything and just gives you a general idea. And right now, it has that chance for storms. But again, it'll change where that storm track is at. It'll push it east tomorrow, then it'll bring it back west the next day, and then east the next day. So we just watch it. It's just generally okay if it stays true. If it's over Lincoln at 6 o'clock, like where it forms Saturday afternoon, and then it shows that again the next day, and then the next day, it's a good chance that that's when that storm is going to happen. But if it keeps going all over the place, then it's like I don't know. Boy, heavy rain. I right now the Channel 8 Studios is right there, and it's raining really hard. Let's I'm gonna go to a different graphic here. Ooh, look at that! We'll see when we see some lightning. Should have got coffee before I did this. Oh, there was some lightning. I think I missed it. I think I was looking around. Yeah, dang it. Why didn't I get coffee? Ah, there's a good one. Lethal Blue, how's it going? Small hail, see? Joe saying 17th and Van Dorn, some small hail. There you go. Lethal Blue, that's a cool name. I like that. What am I looking at here? Yeah, I hear hail. There's more lightning. But yeah, I'm hearing some hail here at Southwest Lincoln. And it keeps training, which means it just keeps forming and forming and reforming and reforming and moving south and east and reforming and moving south and east. So I just keep watching this area right here. That's where it just keeps forming, just north of Malcolm, then it pushes south and east. So we'll see if it does it again. Watch where that arrow is at. I'm going to leave that arrow right there. And if we see another blip show up, that's another round of storms rolling through. Just quickly going to post that image on Twitter, because they like to know what's going on. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Hey, good timing. I like to point out on Twitter when storms are only over Lincoln, because, well, if you know, you know. Hope everybody's having a good night. This is frustrating though. This is not hitting my house right now. Because I live in East Lincoln, over by East High School. Not hitting my yard. Rain's coming to an end here in Southwest Lincoln at Channel 8. Let's see. Come on, storm hitting Northeast Lincoln. Yeah, I agree. Quiet at 84th and O. Yeah, I'm over in that neck of the woods too. So, well, not. I mean, right now I'm in Southwest Lincoln, but my house and my yard that needs the rain. Nothing severe though, so we got that going for us. It's kind of funny. I messaged my wife that I was on my way home for dinner, and the storm had popped up, and I'm like, "There's nothing to it, you know. I mean, it's just not really, and it hasn't been yet. I could have went home, ate dinner, and then been back by now. But this storm popped up around, God, what time was that? About 6:30. And that's it was during the 6 o'clock show, and it strengthened to the point where I got almost home, like, you know what, I'm going to turn around and go back. It's just too close to being severe. So I came back, and it weakened. I mean, there's like nothing left. So I'm like, all right. So I start heading back home, thinking, okay, that was it. It was just brief. And here we are. I turned around and came right back. This thing going to stick around or just a quick flash? It'll be around for a little bit. Probably... it'll run its course. It doesn't look like, like I was saying just a little bit ago, got to watch that area right there. That's where they've been forming. And if we don't see anything pop up there, right there where that arrow is pointing in the next 5 minutes, then we're probably done. This usually happens when you've got a little low-level jet kicking in and just enough moisture. Low-level jet kind of acts like a vacuum cleaner, and it sucks up the moisture and produces a thunderstorm. And it'll just keep doing that over and over again. And then once it relaxes, you don't get any more thunderstorms. So we'll see. How many people? 35. That's not bad. What is the storms like for the Husker game? We were just talking about that. It's too early. There's a chance for storms. That's all you need to know. So keep that in mind. Watch the forecast. Watch the updates. Right now, if you put a gun to my head and said what's it going to do, I'd say storms are possible around the fourth quarter, and then they move east quick. Will that still be true tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see what the new model runs say. But like I was saying earlier, it's yeah, I know. If tomorrow the same models or the medium range models say between 4 and 6 p.m. for the storms to initiate near Lincoln on Saturday, that's a good sign that the first models were right. And then the next day, the short range models, they say the storms will pop between 4 and 6 p.m. On Saturday. Then you start to see a trend, and every single model is saying the same thing. Then you know for sure that that's a really good bet that you're going to see those storms at that time. But we're at the beginning. We know when the first set of models are saying the storms will pop, which is right around between 4 and 6. I think the last one I looked at, though, said closer to 10 p.m. So already they're starting to go back and forth. You need to just move closer to the studios. Yeah, because that's easy to do. I used to live in an apartment over there, and a former sports guy used to walk over to the studio in gym shorts and his coat and tie. Yeah, we do what we got to do. I mean, it's... I didn't pick where we live. My wife did. She likes this house that we're in, and it's on the other side of town. Maybe I should move the studio over there. Why can't Channel 8 move there? That'd be awesome. So I'm not seeing any not seeing the storms pop over there by Malcolm where they were forming. We might be just about done with this stuff. Wife is always right. Well, yes. Tyler, you bring my mind to peace no matter the Tyler Redwine, you are my favorite. Is this late in the year for severe weather in the state of Nebraska? No, this is the all-important second wave of severe weather. It happens every year. In fact, we're not even close to being done. This is the beginning of it. We always get that last gasp where there's blizzard on one side of the state in the Panhandle and tornadoes on the eastern side. We haven't even gotten to that yet. But glad to help out, Tyler. Bringing you peace no matter the storm. I like that. That could be on my, when I die, put it on my headstone. Or when you die. A little dark. Lauren was going to appear it's fine. If you're watching, I just got a message from Zach. He works there and he wants to tell me that Lauren's going to do some recording. That's fine. If you're watching, Zach, you can do that. I'll be quiet for 3 minutes. That's the cool thing about YouTube is, if I need to not say anything for a few minutes, that's fine. If I need to text somebody, I can do it. When I'm on TV, I got to be all professional and stuff. Yeah, see, I set that arrow right over Malcolm to see if, not the guy. And by the way, Malcolm, if you guys are wondering where he went, he's in Louisiana, Baton Rouge. Got a job down there. It's closer to home for him, so. All right, they're setting up, hailing around 48th and Highway 2. Good to know. Thanks, golfer. They are going to record some sports out here, so I'm going to be quiet as long as Lauren's doing that. A few cameras right there. Say hi, Lauren.
Hello, everyone. We appreciate Rusty so much.
Good times. You probably just increased my YouTube viewership by tenfold by doing that.
Really?
Just giving you a compliment.
I thought you were saying.
You are an addition to the YouTube,
thank you. I now
and so thank you. No, there's only 33 people watching, so just a few good people out there. Moderate rain. That's what this is perfect. I mean, having rain and no severe weather and minimal hail, like just the tiniest of hail, that's great. You just love to see that.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
All right, she is getting ready to record, so shh.
Let me know. We need to move it all.
Hmm?
All right.
Thanks, Jan.
And offensively, a decision still looms on who will start at quarterback on Saturday. Will it be Jeff Sept or Heinrich Harburg who starts? Marcus Satterfield says Sept had his most active practice since hurting his ankle today, but one thing's for sure, he doesn't want two quarterbacks rotating. Well, it seems like every season head coach John Cook preaches the same thing. It is harder to win a Big Ten championship than a national title, mostly because the grind of conference play is 10 weeks long. The postseason is just 3, but mostly because the competition level of the Big Ten is just so high. If the Huskers, a team's proven anything in these last few matches, it's that the young Pups can hang with the big dogs. Nebraska coming in at number 2 nationally in this week's poll, just behind Wisconsin. And the numbers show how serious of a title contender this team is. Nebraska has the number 1 defense in the league, holding opponents to a .101 hitting percentage through 9 matches, and they rank first in hitting percentage at .299. Now it's time to put that work to the test. The Husker basketball season is also right around the corner. They read the Big Ten Conference schedule released today, and a few eye-catching matchups on the slate. The Huskers open up Big Ten play on the road at Minnesota, and then 4 of its next 5 games will be against teams that made the NCAA tournament in 2022-3, including matchups with conference favorites Michigan State and Purdue. February play begins at home with Wisconsin, and the Huskers' only game against Penn State is at home this year. Nebraska rounds out conference play at Michigan before the Big Ten tournament begins just a few days later. A lot happening in Husker sports, but for now, that's a look at sports for tonight. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting us bug you, Rusty.
No problem. Storms are almost done anyway.
I love storm. Everyone wants a storm
I
on
know.
the race. If it's safe, I don't care. Bring on the rain.
Yeah. I was trying to catch pictures of lightning.
Oh, did
I
you see
have-
Lexi's?
I have a video of like.
Oh, this is awesome. I can do it.
It's a pretty small little thing.
No, it's
but
cool. I think it's
it's a pretty small little one.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So if you want it, it's in the 8 account. Do you
Oh.
have access to the 8 account?
I don't know what you mean by the 8 account.
I can
For-
transfer it to you if you want that.
For what's the 8 account? Like a folder?
It's like our 8 account email.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like where we get all our press releases and everything like that.
That's okay. I probably don't have time for it tonight anyway with everything, but that's cool. Yep. All right, we're almost done with storms. I did look at the airport to see how much rain they had gotten so far, and it's at about 13/100ths, so 0.13, which for the month so far, 19 days in September, we'd only got 0.25, quarter of an inch. So we've almost doubled our precipitation for the month. Oh, I'm tired. Huh. Notice how fast, look at this. Watch how fast this storm dissipates once it gets past the city. See what happened, if you guys know what urban heat, the heat island effect is, because Lincoln has so much cement and asphalt and buildings and everything else, it gets warmer than everything else. So and warm air rises, so storms are able to build and get a little bit stronger as they go over the city. But once they get past the city and over grass and pasture and corn and stuff like that, it's not as hot. So they drop off. What is the 80 count? I don't know what the 80 count is. I mean, I can't tell you because I don't know what that means. Yeah, once that storm gets past Saltillo, it's done. Fascinating. And that happens a lot. The urban heat island effect has been known to spark thunderstorms. We've had it quite a few times over Lincoln lately, where storms form and just stay over Lincoln, and that's it, and then dissipate once they get past and out of the area. So it happens. It's not only us. It happens with bigger cities. And what you find, I mean, this is a perfect example. My wife just texted me that we barely got any rain. But when you think about it, East Lincoln, like east of 27th, east of 48th, is more houses than anything. So you got more trees, you have more houses, and not like buildings, like city buildings. But West Lincoln, west of 56 or west of 48th, you have more steel, more metal, more asphalt, bigger streets, wider streets, more of them. So it gets warmer. So that's where the storms gravitate towards. That's exactly what happened tonight. What is the severe weather for the week? And with that, have a good evening. I'll try to watch at 10. Cool. Yeah, severe weather chance the Thursday for the western half of the state, Friday for the eastern half of the state, and then Saturday from about Interstate 80, well, from Omaha to Lincoln to, say, Fairbury, east. That's where your severe weather threat is for Saturday. Which means if storms form, they would form right over that Omaha-Lincoln line and then push east. But that may change. I mean, it's not set in stone. How many times have you watched the forecast and then a day later it was completely different? It's because we get new information, new models, new model runs. We have model, like the short-term models update 4 times a day, sometimes hourly. Long terms only twice a day, sometimes once a day. So it's like there's many model updates daily. But when there's a storm that's 4 or 5 days out, you only get 1 or 2 updates a day. When it's a day away, you'll get many updates. That's why we get better the closer we get, because models just aren't that good. Can you imagine if we put forth as much money as we do, say, like the Department of Defense towards weather? I'd probably be accurate. No, really. I mean, if we put that much money towards weather forecasting, it would be insane how good we would be. We really would. Does the use of sprinklers make an environment for attracting rain? Also seems like rain follows rivers. No, both of those are just old wives' tales. Neither one of those are true, Jan. Can't wait for the snow season. Last year was a good chuckle with the chaos of predictions. Yeah, snow is another animal altogether. No, sprinklers, back to your question, Jan, sprinklers it's too minimal to have an effect on billions of gallons of water up in the atmosphere, and just one little sprinkler, that doesn't do any good. Seems like rain follows the rivers. People like to say, I've heard tornadoes avoid rivers. Think about rain is 10 to 50,000 feet up. It doesn't care what's underneath of it. It really, I mean, for the most part. And rivers are, the big rivers are, a mile wide. But they don't follow rivers. That's just not how it works. I've heard that though. I mean, it's one of those old wives' tales that people love to think are true. Well, the storms are just about out of Lincoln. Good call, Jan. That was funny. Yeah, that's no. Ooh, look, this is kind of neat. Radar picks up anything that's in the air. Okay, look at this. See that? You know what this probably is? A bunch of geese taking flight, or ducks, or something like that. But it's right along that river, just west of Columbus. There, I bet that is a bunch of birds taking flight, all at the same time. They do that like this time when the sun goes down and they go to roost or whatever they do. They all fly up at the same time. I bet you anything that's what that is. So cool. Yeah, look at that. Roca. If anybody's watching in Roca or knows somebody in Roca, you might be seeing some small hail just to your north and east. About to cross Roca Road. There's Hickman. Yeah, it's headed towards Hickman. My wife, who's a real estate agent, a lot of people have been looking in the Hickman area for homes. Roca too, for that matter. Wonder why. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be it, because there's no redevelopment upstream. Let's take a gander. Still showers. Good to know. There's one storm over by Mullen in Cherry County. These are just small, teeny tiny. Yeah. All right. I think that's probably it for tonight. Got to get back to forecasting for the 10 o'clock news. So thanks everybody for watching, and Tyler, as always, thank you very much, and see ya.